According to Gas Buddy, 7% of gas stations in Alabama are out of fuel. Others are running low or have limited options. Here's the situations in Decatur. You can see most gas stations are operating as normal. The pins that are yellow are reporting some type of outage, either regular gasoline or diesel.
This could be a real issue for first responders. WAAY 31's Ashley Carter is live in Decatur after speaking with the fire department about how they're navigating this situation.
The Decatur fire chief told me he's starting to see more gas stations like this one with bags over the pumps, indicating that they're either completely out or low on fuel, and it's prompted him to make some alternative plans so that he makes sure his fire trucks stay filled up in case the shortage gets worse.
Our biggest concern is like anybody, is running out of fuel.
Decatur Fire Chief Tracy Thornton told me he's been keeping a close eye on the Colonial Pipeline shutdown and how it's impacting gas stations in the city all week long. He says plans are already in place to conserve the fuel they have so the trucks stay filled up.
Trying to keep our trucks topped off with fuel, and we're also trying to limit the amount of extra time that we're out on the roads. The guys have been asked to get their getting meals and stuff with calls that they run, trying to make extra calls, try to stay in-house as much as they possibly can.
But even with trying to limit extra travel, Thornton says keeping the trucks filled isn't an easy task.
Fire trucks, they're not real fuel efficient. You know, they use a lot of diesel, and if we go to a house fire and we're running at that house fire, it uses a whole lot more fuel when we're pumping water and stuff, so it'll go through a good bit of fuel at one of those incidents.
Which is why other backup plans are also already in place.
The gentleman that's over our city garage, which we have a fuel supply at the city garage that we can tap into if we need to, Mr. Ricky Terry, he is a great person to work with. He does a really good job, and he's been on top of this with his supplier that he gets fuel from the city garage. So we've been looking at different avenues and making sure that we can keep fuel for us.
And although continuing to see more gas stations have outages is a concern for Thornton, he wants to assure the community no matter how bad it gets, they will find a way to continue to operate.
That's what our job is. We come to help you, and we deal with different things every day, and this is just another thing that we have to deal with, and we're making plans, and we have no intention of not making any calls. We plan on being at every call.
Experts continue to urge people to only fill up their tanks if absolutely necessary so that there's enough fuel for emergency personnel like firemen and police officers, and they don't have to use some of those alternative ways. Live in Decatur, Ashley Carter, WAAY 31 News.